Hi there everyone, it's Bren here and welcome back to this week's video where I'll be showing you a very resilient Australian native tree that's in flower at the moment. I'll be harvesting some alien looking gherkins and I will be showing you my attempts at overwintering some summer crops. As well as this, we'll be having a look at some flowers that are really taking off in the garden and others that have passed their prime. So please just sit back, relax and enjoy the video. I'm out in the front garden just admiring this beautiful paper bark tree. Well, that's what I believe it is. It's a lovely Australian native that's in flower at the moment and it's covered in bees. They're really enjoying it. The flowers on this tree are lovely. They remind me of fireworks exploding in the sky. I'll see if I can pinch one off there just to show you close up. There you go. I hope you can kind of see what I'm talking about. They're like, the flowers are a bit like a bottle brush. They look similar. Oops. It won't sting me. But the thing about these trees, when I first moved over to Australia, watching the news, and we always have bushfires, and then they go back and revisit after a year, and I'm just so amazed at how the land regenerates after a bushfire, and this tree is a good example of it. After a few weeks, when a fire has come through an area, you will see new shoots along the trunk, which I just think is just so amazing. Nature just blows me away. Okay, so where I'm headed now is just down here by the base of the tree, and this is where I have the West Indian gherkins. I have about 3 vines here. And I am going to go in here and I'm going to harvest as many as there are, and I think I will get quite a few in here today. I have a basket here, so let's hope and see if I can fill this up. And I can already see a few on just this one little section here. Look at all of them, and that's only one part of this massive area. Okay. Do you know, I just can't get over how, like, if you have a look at the vine here, it has just like shown no sign of disease or pest. It's got really nice healthy leaves all over it, and despite it being into autumn now, I mean, we're still getting lots of these to harvest. I'll be so interested to know, has anyone in cooler climates somewhere I live tried growing these? Because during the day now it's in the early 20s and the vine is still going. I mean, when all my other cucumber vines have been well and truly finished, this one, it just keeps on going on and on and on. It's awesome. I love it. Okay, so I've got this much so far and I've only done the front section, so I'll keep on going. Where I go in, the more there are. Look at this section that I just came across. There's lots in here, absolutely packed, and it's still putting out flowers. Look, there's one there, and I can see lots of little baby ones. There's a little baby one in here. It's amazing. These guys, as you can see, are so spiky. I did have my gloves on, but I took them off. It was just a bit easier getting in there, but oh my goodness. I think what I'll do next year, instead of it letting sprawl out on the ground, I'll actually put it up trestle, I think, because as you can see, as I go in, I've been stomping it and crushing it a bit, which I'm trying to be careful, but it's so dense that it's really hard to avoid. These are way too cool not to give away to some people to try. So what I'm going to do is, my little boy has a co-op at his preschool where they try and raise money for toys and stuff. So I'll give them some of these to sell, and you never know, some people might like them, save the seeds and try them in the garden next year. The Mexican sunflowers are still hanging in there just about. It's pretty much gone over now, as have all the cosmos, the amaranths. So I've got a lot of clearing up to do. I am going to be so busy, but there are still quite a few flowers here, and I'm going to pick a whole load to put in a vase. It's a lovely cheerful posy of Mexican sunflowers. And I have Monty John to thank for having these in my garden, because I saw them in his Jill garden one year on Gardener's World, and I just had to try them, and I'm delighted I have. I'm now in the raised veggie garden area. This is where I grow most of my fruit and veg, although being a cottage garden I tend to pop them in everywhere and anywhere I can. And over here I have Comfrey, which is a fantastic herb to have here. It makes a really good fertiliser tea in the garden, and it's rich in nitrogen and potassium, so it helps both leaf growth and also for flowers and fruit. And I've put it in this location because now that the sun isn't as high in the sky, this bed that used to get full sun is now more of a semi-shaded area, and the comfrey grows well in that section. As you can see, all over the pathways I've got lots of seedlings that I still need to put in the ground. These are flowers, annuals, biannuals, and also some more edibles. I do quite a lot of backup plants because being an organic gardener, it is hard sometimes keeping on top of pests, and I do need to have replacement plants quite often to fill in the gaps where the insects have eaten my plants. But I just wanted to show you these. See these 3 black pots there? That's where I've dug out some of my capsicums and eggplants that I'm planning on overwintering in the greenhouse, and hopefully by springtime they will come back and I will get early harvests. Now the thing is, I'm absolutely no garden expert, and I haven't overwintered like this before. So as you can see, this one here with the secateurs, I may have done that incorrectly. I haven't left any foliage on the plant, so I'm going to have to be really careful watering this, or else I could cause the whole thing to rot, as there are no leaves to I don't know what the right technical term is, but for the water to evaporate. I'm so glad I put in lots of calendula. You can see all the flower buds there. And down here I have some more. I'm planning on doing like an edible flower harvest. I may do that in the next few weeks, because I have quite a few now that are in flower at the moment, and I think that will look lovely. I did harvest a lot of edible flowers yesterday that I used in a platter. Look at those bees, they're going crazy. I have this other idea that I want to show you in my garden, so let's go down the back. Go past this lovely orange tree here. I love showing you this. It's nice having like a record of how much more ripe they get from week to week. And I do have a few that have dropped off a bit too early. I'll have to pick all them up. But what I wanted to show you down here was, I really feel like down the back here past this archway, it needs some kind of feature to draw your eye. And I've just been racking my brain and I can't really think. Well, I was finding it hard to think of something, but then I was thinking I could make a scarecrow that could go just like right there. What do you guys reckon? Do you think that would look cool? I'm not sure. I'll have a think about it. I definitely do want to make a scarecrow. That's coming up in a future video where I'm going to do some for the raised veggie garden, but I think I will put one in here as well. We'll come down here. I'll just quickly show you. I managed to mulch this section. Look how much growth it's put on from week to week. So we get some really nice warm days. It's just the nights that get kind of cold. But I'm pretty happy with how everything's looking in here. This little section here, I have a purple bok choy, some alyssum, and some of these spring flowering plants that I can't remember the name of. But trust me, they look very nice. Still loving this area here, and I'm going to drop the camera down and show you something. I've actually cleared out a big section of it, and what I have decided to do is I'm going to make the path curve around where the archway is. So this year I kind of had it curved out to here, but the path's going to come out here now. And what I've done is all those calendulas that I've got from seed, I've done 2 rows of them all along the pathway, and here will be the entrance, and I've got some Johnny Jump violas and some of these beautiful lime coloured sedums. I still have to clear out this section. I'm waiting a bit longer, and I'm going to fill that out with more annual flowers. Thank you for watching this week. I hope you enjoyed this video. I always do enjoy making them and showing you around my garden, keeping a record of what's happening. You can see I've got my poppies there. I've thinned them out a bit. Cannot wait to see them. But thank you so much for watching, and until next week, happy gardening.